Hello, my name is Daniela and I made an anatomical model of the brain. Okay, I used different materials to make my brain. I used homemade plastilin and to make another part of my model, I made gummies. Okay, so this is the first part of my model. So here we have the brain. The brain is divided in different lobes. This here in blue is the frontal lobe, which is in charge of motor function, and in the prefrontal lobe we have functions like planning and personality. Okay, if we go posterior to the frontal lobe, we have the parietal lobe, which is in yellow. Here we have a lot of sensitive functions. Okay, posterior to the parietal lobe, we have the occipital lobe. And this lobe is mostly visual. Okay, and in here in green we have the temporal lobe. This lobe is going to receive auditory information, and to process that auditory information we have the Wernicke area, and here in the here in the frontal lobe, more or less in this part here, we have the Broca's area. The Wernicke area is going to process all the auditory information that comes, and then Broca's is going to have a bigger influence in speech, movement, and planning. Okay, here we can also see the cerebrum, and which works in coordination of muscles. Also have here the brainstem. Okay, if we move here, we have the meninges. The meninges are three layers that protect and support the brain. We have the dura mater, which is the first one. I think it's the thickest one. And then we have the arachnoides and the pia mater, which is the thinnest one. Okay, here we can appreciate, I don't know if this is going to look very well. Okay, these are the meninges. Okay, and here we can see the brain from another perspective. So this will be the frontal lobe, this will be the parietal lobe, and this is the occipital and temporal here in the sides. Okay, this is a fissure which is separating the right hemisphere with the left hemisphere. So if we cut the brain like this, we will have a coronal view of the brain, and it's going to look just like this. Okay, in this coronal view we can observe here we can observe the insula, which is the other lobe I was talking at the beginning, the insula here and here, and we can observe the gray matter represented in blue. We can see the white matter. We also can observe really important structure, which is the corpus callosum, that communicates the right hemisphere with the left hemisphere. Here we also see the ventricles. These ventricles, the lateral ventricles, and the third ventricle here. Okay, and here we also can see the caudate nucleus here. Right here we see the thalamus, we see the putamen, and we can also see the globus pallidus. The putamen is going to be located always medial to the insula. These here going right here, those are the internal capsules. These are a lot of fibers that goes to the cortical structures here to kind of communicate with here and bring information from subcortical structures to the cortex here, and then also bring information. These are going to cross here and go through the brainstem and to the peripheral nervous system, to other parts of the body. Okay, so here we have I also made an anatomical model of the neuron, which we have here. Okay, here we have the dendrites. The dendrites are going to communicate or receive information from another neuron, which I got here, from another neuron by the dendrites. And this information is going to travel to the soma and then down the axon, through the axon, which it has myelin around. So this myelin is going to help the information to travel faster. And at the end of the axon, we're going to have the terminal branches, and at the end of these terminal branches, we're going to have terminal buttons, which are going to communicate with another neuron, here with another the dendrites of another neuron. I hope you liked my presentation, and thanks for watching.